All right, guys. I had a blowout. All right, I had a blowout, and I'm not proud of it. I'm not proud of it. No, jokes aside, I was laughing. I thought I'd just share this. Um, the other day, I was walking through the supermarket, and I stumbled across some cereal. I don't know if for all my Aussie friends out there, I may have spontaneously bought this nourishing energy cereal and smashed a good probably half of this box in one evening. Okay, so why am I sharing this? Uh, Recently, past probably 5 days or so, I've haven't been sleeping too well. In terms of I've been sleeping well, but been going to bed late, scrolling a little bit more than just that the casual 20 minutes or whatever it might be. That's an aeroplane if you can hear that. And I the purpose for this video is just to say share insights into navigating the evolutionary process, right? So I was observing myself scrolling, um, going to bed late, sleeping in, still doing still doing things and meditating and doing these things, drawn to eat cereal, which I've now thrown out. And this can kind of happen. And again, in terms of my self observation and my self analysis, sometimes I can be off. But the big thing with this is that, for example, not for example, well, yeah, for example, the past 2 months, or what are we in April? So there's February. So February and March, one, I did the Total Human Reset with Masati Mas. It was super intense, which was a really lovely program. Shifted, my diet and whatnot, fasting and combining it with the dimensional healing sessions. And then I did my own 18 days, in March. Again, super powerful, massive upgrades for me personally, abilities really refining and just stepping into a whole new, say, dimension of knowledge, which has been fantastic. Again, studio here in Maroubra, I moved homes, my training programs changed, I've injured myself quite a bit, so I was recovering from that. New clients, new basketball clients, again, new dimensional healing clients, all of these amazing things. And then, that next level, it's like, hey, that next phase, that next beneficial version of you, it's like, hey, now we got to clean out this stuff. Yeah, so I feel like that's what's been happening for me for the past week and a half, is just all of this, insecurities and just that old, whether it's mine or it's probably generational stuff, society stuff, probably humans, probably society's things, where it's like, hey, you're going to go to the next level, you're going to expand, you're going to grow, you've been doing a great job, we're about to go to the next level. Let's abuse yourself. Yeah, let's make you feel crap before you go to the next level. Or you might say have amazing things happen and then you start to abuse yourself. Okay, so just have a think: do you run that pattern? And there's a great book out there called. It makes me think of this book called the Giant Leap, or the Great Leap, or something like that. The Giant Leap, the Big Leap. I think it's called the Big Leap. And basically, the concept is, when you're on the verge of, say, evolving and shifting into a grander awareness of who you are, and a grander, say, creation of who you are. There are the thoughts, there is the doubt, the self-limitation, expecting the worst. There's things that show up, even injury, right? Again, I had a session with Masati, and You know, I had these few injuries playing basketball and whatnot. I'm like, what's going on here? Why is this happening now? You know, you can get sick or whatever it might be. That then limits you, or say, one, not prepares you, but it could just be a variety of things, right? It could prepare you to go into the next level. You could be releasing things, or it could just be a pattern where it's like, hey, you're going to the next level. Let's just abuse myself. Yeah. And then for some people, it's like, hey, let's abuse myself so I don't go to the next level. Yeah. So it's been a very, very interesting, very lovely 2 weeks, a week and a half. Again, self-journaling. So I self-journal a lot. Whenever things come up, I just record a little video going, hey, I'm observing this. Isn't this interesting? Fascinating. Or like when I saw my father or my brother, or I did this or I did that, it reminded me of this, and interesting. So, and it's not overthinking it, guys. It's not about like, oh, like what is it? The big key with this, if everyone just wants to take a nice breath in, noticing where you are. The key with this is that you don't figure it out mentally. You don't have to. You don't have to figure it out. Because if you're shifting and you're trying to figure it out in the same dimension, you're just going to pull yourself back into that dimension of self. So you observe, you become the observer, and you see those patterns releasing from you, whether you're aware of it or not, and you shift. You don't make judgments straight away. You allow the thoughts and whatever to show up. Again, like Burning Man, right? I booked in Burning Man. I bought flights a few weeks ago, and ever since then, it's been feeling really balanced, not balanced, stressed, overthinking. Again, thoughts. And is it overthinking or is it problem solving? Right? And again, I'm going, no, I'm not. I'm going, no, I'm not. All these things, and I'm observing myself having these thoughts. I'm like, okay, cool. Let's just synchronize with time, synchronize with my best self. How can I connect with my best self even more dimensionally? Again, what we cover in the 18 days. And lo and behold, today it was just bang. It's like, all right, I'm not going. Yeah. As much as I would love to, I'm not going. I'll prepare for 2025 if it is pure and if it is, say, the most beneficial for me. Again, it just clicked into place. So you become the observer. You see, you notice things shifting, emotions or whatnot. You start to separate, and then you solidify yourself in that new dimension of self. You click over, and then you look back and go, okay, cool. Well, I'm doing this. Okay, instead of like questioning and being confused about what should I do, it's you observe the confusion. You observe yourself, problem solving. Go, oh, interesting. Okay, I've got X, Y, and Z options around me. I'm just going to allow myself to connect with my purest source even more, even stronger, spatial reference, and give it time, and you just click into the new settings of self, and decisions come about. Okay, and conclusions and ahas, they just, boom, they're there. Yeah, because again, you've shifted coordinates, so it's very clear instead of that confusion, right? Because with that confusion, you probably bounce in between all of these different realities and different, say, coordinates and versions, and figuring it out. Yeah, you're figuring it out. You're problem solving, which is fantastic. So do your best not to judge the confusion or judge yourself, and then judge the judgment. Just notice if you're judging yourself or you're trying to, I got to figure it out. Just notice that you're trying to figure it out. Yeah. Allow yourself to be the observer, spatial reference. If you need support, jump into the 18 days or book a session or do one of the free calls that I do. There's a bunch of free resources, and observe. Okay, so that's all from me. Leave a comment on how that felt for you. If you had any aha moments yourself, give the video a like. And if you're new and you're enjoying this, subscribe to the channel. And yeah, again, if you have any questions, email in hello@james-mcdonald.com, and I can make a video on it to say explain things as well. So yeah, thanks for being here. Much love, and I will see you on the next one. All right, peace.